What is good? Let's do this thing. Let's make the tier list. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna flip back and forth to, we got the tier list right here. Boom. So what we're going to do is we're going to break down the entire tier list, go over every character's taunt and see which is the best. We'll go over a few different ones. We'll do a couple top tiers and a couple mid tiers and a couple low tiers. I think that's a good way to start. And what we'll do is we can actually see the taunt and go from there. First things first, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Kirby. Kirby, I already know. So Kirby, let's see what the taunt looks like. I remember it's a pretty good one. It's a high. That's pretty good. Makes a noise. Also, there's the ability, which I don't really understand why, is if you take someone's ability like this and then you taunt, it goes away. So honestly, I see it as kind of a hinder, and that kind of sucks. I think Kirby has a relatively good taunt. Kind of annoy your opponents, you know? But I think Kirby should be in maybe the C tier. But the problem is, since Kirby taunts and loses the power, goes to D. Like, that sucks. Like, come on. Like, Kirby's already bad enough, Sakura. You don't have to... Let's do another low tier. Let's go Bowser. My guy Bowser. This one? That's a pretty good taunt, dude. Come on. He roars like that? That's pretty sick. I think we can put Bowser at a solid A tier. So also what we're going to do is the further left that they are, the higher up they're going to be. So for example, if Fox was here, he would be a higher A than Bowser's A. Who do we got as a mid tier? Yoshi. Yoshi's a mid tier. Let's check out Yoshi. So I'm pretty sure it's just he looks at the camera and goes like, yep, yep. Oh, he goes, okay. That one's pretty good. Pretty cute. Yoshi's pretty cool. It makes a noise. It's dope. I think solid B. I think Yoshi being B, pretty fair. Let's get into Mario. Mario's is where he grows. So this is Mario's. That's a pretty unique taunt. It's very, very cool. So I do have to put it pretty high. I think we're gonna have to put him in at least A tier above Bowser's. Kirby is way too low. What happened is, I think before you guys got in, we talked about Kirby's taunt, is that it's a good taunt. It's really good, but you can't put him above Yoshi because the one saving grace Kirby has is to suck up an opponent, and as you taunt, you get rid of the power. Like, that sucks. I can see a case for Kirby being in the mid tier, like in C. Okay, you know what? I think C is actually fair. It is a very cute and cool taunt, but I can't put him into B with Yoshi because Yoshi's is the same taunt except better because you don't eliminate one of the only things that you get. We can do Peach. Peach, I don't remember her taunt. I don't remember. Pretty dang good taunt. Especially after Armada, you know, pulled the Stitch, hit it with the Sweet. The Sweet is dope. Yeah, the Sweet is pretty good because you can pause it on her blink. I mean, she's kind of half blinking here, but you can get it on like the actual, like, there you go. Like, that's cool. I think it has a lot of potential. I'm going to put it at a high B for now, and we can definitely move it because it's a good taunt. It's just not one of the best. You know what I mean? I think a solid high B. I'll say it's fine for now. We can reevaluate later. Yeah, like I said, just because they're in the tier spot doesn't mean like they can't move. Like, we can do that. What the F is your S tier? Come on. You already know which ones are in the S tier. There's a lot of good ones in the S tier. There's several I can think of right now. Come on. Falco? You know, I guess we'll do Falco. He's already here. Falco, the bird, the man. One of the coolest, if not flashiest characters in the game. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves his pillar combos. You can do some cool, very cool shit with him. However, I don't think his taunt is all that great. I think it's a B. It's good. It's cool. You can kind of do the same blinking thing right here because he stops and blinks right there. Like, kind of cool, you know? So, Falco, I think we can put at a solid B ranking. B ranking above Yoshi's, below Peach. Ness. Ness? It's pretty decent. I don't think it would be above like Yoshi's or Peach's or anything like that. I think it's just kind of like a mid taunt. I just feel like there's not much to talk about. I think Kirby's is better, so we're just gonna put Ness right below that. Oh, I have to pause on Ness's taunt and pause. Are you talking about that? Like right there? Like this stance right here? It pause on Ness's taunt and see what she sees. I don't see I don't see anything special. I mean, oh, I know what you mean. I think, like I said, just because Ness is there doesn't mean it's a stay all be all. There's more information still coming out, and it's funny. And that's something that I didn't even know. That's hilarious with Ness. So because of the sexual innuendos, you know what? Put him up even one higher, because that's funny. We can even move him up more later. Okay, so Zelda. I'm pretty sure Zelda's is lame. She just looks up in the sky. No noise, no nothing. This is F tier, dude. This sucks. Trash character, trash taunt. Stay in the F tier. You don't destroy your opponent and then pray. No. You pray at the beginning of the match. You hope you wake up and pick a better character. Zelda sucks. Samus. Yeah, you know, it's not an F, but, you know. Not like a, you know, mission accomplished. Like you destroy your opponent and then... Oh, hell yeah. Nothing crazy from Samus. I mean, it's not anything like really cool. So a solid C. I think D or C, but like a low C. It's nothing that, you know, I'm just going to stick with low C. I think that's pretty fair. Dr. Mario. And this is where I remember he kind of like balances a pill. He kind of makes a noise, flips it off his wrist. Looks pretty cool. I don't think it's anything crazy. I think it's just kind of mid. I do think it's cool that a new pill comes out every time. That's why I wouldn't put it in like D or the E. I think C, because you'll notice that it's the same thing with his pills that he throws. It's a new one every time, just like with his taunt, you know? And I think that there's some cool little dynamics to that. Only thing is he can do it off platform sliding. Can he really? A minute. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's dope. I didn't know that. Dude, you learn something new every day. I think that goes up in the tier. Seriously. Like, you guys are pointing out some tech that I had no idea. Look at this. I think Doc is moving up. I think instead of a low to mid C, I think it's a high C. Or maybe even a low B. Now, this one I think is very debatable, depending on who you are. And that's Marth. Let's see it. Some people really like it. Some people really hate it. I never really liked it. Never really hated it. I think it's cool. I think he says something along the lines in Japanese of like, come up to me, get on my level type of thing. I don't really remember what it was. So you know what? Let's actually look it up. Marth melee taunt meaning. Let's look it up. Let's be fair. His battle taunt is everyone please watch me. I'm not seeing it. I think it's like kind of a C tier taunt. I don't know if that's a hot take, but it's not that cool, dude. Especially for how slippery and slidey and cool Marth is. That's where he sits for now. I guess if we're gonna do a mid tier, we're gonna do a Sopo. But Icy's, I mean, it's cool. It has like a little bit of like, you'll notice the flutter of their shirt moves with it. I think it's kind of decent, but you know, it's nothing crazy. Probably D tier. So I put it in D tier. Popo, I'm pretty sure has the same taunt. And then when they're together, I mean, isn't it the same freaking thing? I guess it's cooler because there's two of them. What we're going to do is the Icy's together because it's cooler with two of them. I will put Nana's lower than Popo's because anytime Nana taunts, it screws you up in competitive. And that's kind of dumb. I think this is going to be a controversial one. Mr. Game & Watch. Walks around, he clicky clacks. What do you guys think? That's the taunt. What do you think? There's no hitbox, no nothing, but it just makes the noise. Looks the same on both sides. Rings it, goes back and forth. I think Game & Watch has, I just like it. Like it's fast, it's quick, it's cool. We don't get to see it a lot. I don't think it can go like above Peach or Falco. So I think we can put it right there because Falco's pretty good. Peach is pretty dang good, like probably the highest B, but doesn't really get into A. Link. Let's talk about Link. What's he got? Oh my god. Dude, that's pretty bad. It's like pretty anime-esque to kill them and like to like put your like, you know, hand through your hair, but the noise is just like rough. E or would you guys put E or F? I think E is very fair. So that's what we'll save it for. So let's do Pikachu. I think Pikachu's a fun one to talk about. Let's do it. I think that's pretty good. I think it's better than Yoshi's. Oh no, it's like you can up smash before it ends, right? Yeah, that's right. Baiting tactic. He's like, oh, I'm in the middle of my taunt. Oh, never mind, get up smashed. I think that's sick. That's another reason I would put it above like Yoshi's or Kirby's that's very similar. I think it's a good taunt, and I will put it above Game & Watch because you can cancel it. It's cute, it's fast, it's cool. I think it's time to start talking about some of the big boys. Is Fox McCloud. Fox McCloud, one of the best characters, if not the best character in the game. What do we think of this taunt? I think absolute S tier. Fast character, super cool taunt. Oh, come on. Fox taunt? Dude, it's good. It's really good. You gotta put it. He's not only one of the best characters, he's got one of the best taunts. Life's just not fair sometimes. Fox is a Chad. He's fast. He's athletic. He's good looking. He's got everything going for him, dude. Now let's get into one of the other low tiers. Mewtwo, one of the coolest Pokemon in the game, in the world. Let's see what we got here. I do not remember his taunt being that fucking sick. That's good. I think it's A tier. Is it better than Bowser's Roar? And is it better than Mario's Getting Bigger? I think it is. You just hit some stylish stuff on someone. Yeah, you hit him with like a down air, and then a forward air, and then you get him off stage. You get back to the stage, taunt him. What are they gonna do? Sent them to the Shadow Realm. Let's talk about Roy. I think it was like pretty cool. I don't think there was anything like that insane. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty good. I like it. It's got personality. It's pretty cool. I think it's a solid B. I think below Pikachu, because Pikachu has the taunt cancels. I think that's sick. But above Game & Watch. Not a B+, not a B-, just a B. Pichu. This is one I was looking forward to going over. I think this is really cool. Pichu has 2 taunts. I think that is extremely unique. I don't think it's like the coolest taunt by all means, but there's 2 of them. That's sick. Whether you're facing this way or this way. Considering it's the only character with 2 actual taunts, I think because of the uniqueness, I think it's an A tier taunt. I think that's pretty fair. I'd put it at low A. Now we're getting into some juice. Sheik, one of the best characters in the game. What are we thinking? Pretty cool. She looks angry. She looks pissed. She looks like she just did some stuff. I'm kind of with you. I'm not a huge fan of her taunt. I would say Sheik is probably in the B tier. Sheik is bottom B tier. What do you guys think? I want my opponent to actually know I taunted. Maybe it is too generous. I'll be a little more fair, and because I want you guys to have an opinion too. And I think D, high D. I know you guys weren't digging it, and you have to turn around to really see it. Like if you're facing like this way and you see her face, she freaking looks the other way. What is that? I would say high D. Speaking of Young Link, let's get into Young Link. It is like 1, 2, 3. I always thought it was cool. It is so long though. I think it's an above average taunt, and there's also some cool mechanics to it. Like if you throw the boomerang and then you taunt, it cancels it. Oh, and you can cancel it off the side. Well, that's pretty cool. That's another like canceling mechanic that I didn't know about. I think it's high B. I think it's sick. You drink a whole carton of milk. It's cancelable in 2 different ways, and it's stylish. We will go over Puff right now. I am a Puff main, so I have to put Puff in the Omega S tier. Jigglypuff will remain superior. You will all bow down to Puff. She is Omega Glory God. Hungy Box, Wungy Box, we love you. I pledge the allegiance to the Hungy Box. Amen. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Fox, get back up there. Puff has a, I think, decent taunt. I think it's a pretty good taunt. You also have the same thing with Peach. You can pause at the right time and you get the wink. I think that's cool. You can also get the derpy face. I think putting Puff below Pikachu but above Roy is fair, because Pikachu has the taunt cancel and basically does the same thing, but the taunt cancel is cooler than pausing it on a derp face. Roy's is like pretty cool, but nothing dope, where Puffs has like a couple of cool mechanics. I think it's worth going over Donkey Kong. DK. Ooh, where's the big guy? So let's talk about Donkey Kong. That is so good. It's fast, it's clean, it's cute, it's funny. People literally meme on it. I don't know if you guys have been to majors recently, but there's always that one fuck who will take this picture on every setup at the venue. Every single setup will be paused like this. But I think it's below Fox. I think DK is S tier. Luigi is our next one to talk about. Let's see what Luigi has to offer. The slippery, sticky man himself. Nothing super cool about it. It doesn't seem like a taunt necessarily. Is that this is the only taunt in the game that can cause damage. Even though it is a merely 1%, it's technically the best taunt. If you catch someone slipping on the ledge, check this out. It sends them to the Shadow Realm. Did you guys know that? That it has good components, but it also has weak components. Like, it's not a cool taunt. It's like the kid who got picked last for kickball. It's technically the most useful taunt. We just talked about Luigi. I think we're going to be talking about Ganon. Uncle G. So here's Ganon's. I think that's pretty good. I think Ganon is above Mewtwo. I think it's a better laugh. I think it's like a cooler ending pose. And if you know, you know. You know, you get the right angles. And my man is packing some heat. So I think Ganon is A tier. We have one character remaining. Captain Falcon. Falcon has the best taunt in the game at S tier. If there was an SS tab, then he's going there. If he's not number one, I riot. You style on someone, the probably most stylish character. You can do some really cool stuff. You got his moonwalks. You got all that. He's just really cool. He flies around stomping and kneeing people and all that, and you hit him with a show me your moves. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. It's iconic, it's cool. In the way we talked about other characters having technically two taunts, Falcon has this taunt here. Here's his regular taunt. And if you go to the ledge, and I think if you turn around, he kicks his foot up like that. So technically he has two taunts. I think these are very fair spots. We just crowned Captain Falcon the king of taunts. My man's is going to action here, dude. That's hilarious.